Would you rather buy an iPad or a tablet that can handle all the things you can do on your regular laptop or PC? Today we're going to answer this question by comparing the latest Apple iPad with the Asus VivoTab Smart running Windows 8. So let's get going. The Asus VivoTab Smart is in a way a mini PC, running a fully baked Windows 8 on an Intel Atom platform. This way it offers both the full Metro experience with tiles and touch-friendly apps you can download from the Windows Store, but also can handle most of the software you have already installed on your regular Windows computers. The iPad, on the other hand, needs no presentation. It's built on a powerful ARM-based platform and can only deal with the apps available in the App Store, but the iOS ecosystem is by far the most mature of all when it comes to tablet-optimized applications and third-party content. So, how are these two standing when put one next to the other? Well, it depends, based on what you require from your tablet. For games, browsing, movies, music, books and all of the other everyday sofa use activities, there's hardly a rival for the iPad these days, and even so, the VivoTab Smart has difficulties in being one of them given the lacks within Microsoft's apps and content ecosystem. That doesn't mean that you can't do all of those things mentioned above on the Asus. You can, but you're not going to get the same experience due to poor optimized applications or the lack of certain types of apps and content altogether. But let's not forget that the VivoTab is actually a mini PC, so have it on a desk with a mouse and a keyboard connected to it and you'll be able to run Office, Photoshop, Media Player and many of the other programs you're familiar with from your other Windows devices. It will not handle games and some pieces of software are going to be tougher to crack, but if you're looking for light productivity in a compact and affordable tablet, the Asus Slate takes the win here. Besides this, there are many other things we could say about the two tablets. I'm not going to get into details though, see my full reviews for both the latest iPad and the VivoTab Smart for those. I will tell you that despite the obvious design differences, these two machines are not that different one from another. They are close in terms of size and weight, with the iPad being sleeker and the VivoTab lighter. They both pack a set of decent cameras and only a single speaker that does the job but does not impress in any way. They are both capable when it comes to connectivity options, packing wireless, Bluetooth and cellular, and they both can really hold their breath on each charge, although the iPad tends to last longer than the Asus in most cases. For instance, the Apple Slate can loop a 720p video for more than 12 hours, while the Asus will give up after about 9. There are however some things setting them apart. The Asus offers more ports than the iPad and a microSD card slot for expanding the storage space. But probably the only one that really matters is the difference between the screens. While the iPad packs an IPS panel with 2048 by 1536 pixel resolution, on the Asus there's also an IPS panel but only with the standard 1366 by 768 pixel resolution. So in terms of pixel density, the iPad is clearly superior, and that's visible when dealing with details and reading texts. Also, when it comes to colors, contrast and brightness, the iPad is still above its rival, although the VivoTab screen is definitely above average too. Luckily, or perhaps not, both these slates start at $499 right now, although you do get extra storage space on the Asus for the same amount of money. But at least prices are not another criteria we have to consider when comparing the iPad and the Asus VivoTab. All this being said, it might look like the Asus Tab can do what the iPad does and something on top, which is true, theoretically. It's just not as good as doing the things most people do on tablets as the iPad is. That's why I still think that Apple Slate is going to be a more suitable pick for the average consumer. But if you do need a tablet for work, need the productivity and those pieces of software that only run on Windows, plus you don't mind dealing with occasional lags and limitations when it comes to your content consumption activities, then by all means, check out the VivoTab Smart instead. And that's about it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I would really like to hear what do you think about these two slates in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoyed the clip, make sure to share it, favorite and subscribe to my channel for more future updates. Until next time, take care.